What's up, traders? We are back, man. Back at it again. I'm not 100% feeling better, but I'm able to do the session. I'm much better than before, guys. So I definitely appreciate everyone that reached out. Met a lot. What's going on? What's going on? We back, man. I'm excited to be back. I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty happy to be back, man. It's been like what, a week and a half. So yeah, man, a week and a half. Yeah. So let's see what we got, man. Yeah, man, I'm feeling much better, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for sure. Feeling much better. Yeah, but we're gonna definitely get into it. The only thing is, my throat is a little bit itchy, so I'm gonna be drinking lots of water, and then yeah, I should be here probably an hour and a half or so. Just give you guys some updates, things I've figured out, and also like how to be able to get the entries and stuff like that. So we about to get into it real quickly. Oh man. All right. What's up? Glad to have you guys here, man. Glad to have you guys here. All right. Let's get ready, man. What's up, Ray? What's up, Jackson? He just see you guys in here. We're gonna get into it real quick, but before I do, I'm gonna just go ahead and grab some water real quick, and then we should be good. All right, let's get right into it. Right click. All right. So first of all, let's go over gold first, right? Let's analyze that one. I already have it pretty much analyzed, but I'm gonna show you guys what I see. What's going on, Thomas? Appreciate it, man. All right. So here, oh, let's remove that. Let's remove all the drawings real quick. All the drawings from gold. All right. So gold is it's at a very interesting point right now. I'm gonna show you guys a chart where you guys will see my indicators, and then we'll also look at one that is all naked chart as well. So let's go right here. XAU USD. There it is. This is from previous things. Okay, so this one we're going to have it at a clear perspective. All right, and it's all part of the indicator. All I did here was just, you know, go in the settings of the indicator, add or remove whatever I want to see or don't want to see. All right, but we're gonna get right into it. So first thing first, guys, this is gold, right? And right now we at a very high area on gold, as you could see. Even like the moves that are happening, like the sales that are happening, are just wicks on the monthly time frame. And then on the weekly time frame right here, if we zoom in a bit, right here, we could see, all right, we have a smooth top to start the week, but also we are very high on this particular area as well. on the daily time frame, this is how it looks. So on the daily time frame, it basically did a lower low, lower high, lower low. What I am noticing is that this low is lower than this previous low. So we may be on a downtrend, but we have to really focus and pay attention to see how we going to get that breakout. Because right now, I could say it's a buy trend I could say it's a sell trend, but if I go to the smaller time frame, like the 15-minute time frame or something, we have a major W formation pattern showing up here. And not only that, price gave us that entry starting off with the daily entry right at the market open for the new day. So this is a nice W formation here. I am not going to ignore this W formation, but overall, I could see price is going for a downtrend because since market opened yesterday, price basically gave us an entry for a sell from that daily line yesterday around this area here, right at the market open. This trade, the reason why it happened the way it happened, and probably a lot of us missed out on that move, is because once it started happening, it happened so fast from market open. When I realized this move was actually going for real, it was around this area here. And that was where I entered a trade here on a funded and made 3 grand on this drop. Just took the trade, went to sleep. Because I noticed the Ichimoku cloud, which is right here. Some of you guys may not understand or know that this moving average here you're looking at from the strategy is the Ichimoku cloud. Except I just went and made the cloud show me exactly what I want to see on a clearer chart, clearer version of the chart, because with the jackpot strategy is very customizable. You could, set it up however you want to set it up. I have different template videos I've showed you guys on how to be able to use it for sure. But yeah, the Ichimoku cloud, if I could see it real quick without wasting any time, which is right here. So if you can see, if I start adding stuff in there, it'll show me the cloud that I'm looking at a little bit more in depth. But the way I have this set up here is for it to only show me this one right here, which is the leading span B, because I really don't need to see too much anymore. I just need to see whether price is crossing over that moving average from the cloud or not. In this scenario, this was a clean entry. I'll play the market back so you guys could see how it performed. Like, I missed a perfect entry, but I did end up entering the trade when it was time. So it was a little bit difficult for sure, but it was smooth at the same time when it actually started. So this is price right here on the 15-minute time frame. Let's speed it up a little bit so you can see. Alright, so right here was a confirmation for the sell. Exactly when price broke through that Ichimoku cloud, basically. Now, the thing is, the key zone, it had just opened up. So when the key zone opened up, it took some time for it to really become solid, which is from 5 p.m. Eastern time to about 12 a.m. and then it becomes solid. But overall, this was the entry, and then you'll see how the key entry zone is moving until it stopped. Now it stopped, so that whole move just pushed the key zone way lower than expected. And then the re-entry was around this area here. Let's speed it up a little bit. Oh, it should be pretty much done. And it was from daily entry right here, where the indicator said daily entry. It was from there all the way to average daily range low, which is the average daily range of pips that price would do. So that was pretty much this move. Now, what I can expect from this especially after seeing this nice W formation. I can at least expect a little bit more buys to happen here, pushing price higher to retest the key entry zone low, and then from there I would possibly look for sell entries. But if price breaks that zone, then I'll be looking for buy. So I'm gonna draw on my screen a little bit too, just so I could better explain everything in depth. 1 second here. All right. Uh, it's always, I keep checking this thing to stay signed in, right? And it never works. Every time I have to relog in. All right, I'm gonna figure it out right now. Hold on, guys. All right, bet we in. All right, we'll pull out the pencil real quick. Going into professor mode. All right, bet. Share screen here. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. So, what do you guys think, man? Do you guys think that we could get potential nice buys on gold off this W formation to probably do a big uptrend? Or do you guys think this is just a pullback on gold for us to go for a long-term sell? Like, I really want to hear your perspective. What do you guys think? Send it to me in the chat. Let me know, chat. What do you guys think about gold so we could have a overall bias on it? It doesn't have to be right. It doesn't have to be wrong. Just to participate and test your skills, you want to know. So from what I could see, all right, that W formation on gold does look nice, man. I ain't gonna lie, it really does look nice. So I can't say personally, all right, personally, I can't say that this thing is going up for a buy long term. I can't say that because price had so many chances to do it. It didn't do it. So I think we should be able to get a long term sell after this pullback. Because look, here's some of the hints that I could see. All right, some of the hints that I could see is that price. All right, price tested right here. All right, back in May. Boom, right here, right here, right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Price tested 4 times, guys, at that resistance zone, and it could never get a move. Every time it tested, it can't get the move. Now, I'm not saying they can't go for a 5th test and break, but the reason why I'm not looking for another retest at the high as of right now is because I am noticing that price at the top here for the sell, it made a low, okay? We had a retest, but for some reason, this low did not go higher to match the previous high. So it's lower than the previous high. In situations like that, that's where you could get ready for sell trends. Because usually what happens is price will do something like this. Where price would literally just go from here, lower low, lower high, lower low, right, for a new lower high, the high is gonna be lower than the previous high. So we had this high and this high. So it's like a staircase going downhill. All right. The more the pullback we could get on gold, the better a re-entry for a sell will be. The better the pullback for gold, the better re-entry for the sell will be. Now, I'm not going to be expecting, price to go crazy for a sell fast, and I'm not going to expect price to be, going crazy on an uptrend. So it's either I could participate right now to get in that buy for that retracement, or just really sit on my hands and wait for the next zone that gold is going to retest to then get in my trade. All right. So this is where, it comes down to execution, because we could know all of this, right? And as soon as we get into it, we get ready to take our trade, we start taking L's, man. Like it just go against right away. I've been there multiple times, so that's why now, for me, I've been able to really just have a lot more patience in the market and still don't feel like I'm missing out. Now, again, this buy position is very nice if personally I were to enter at the daily entry line. Now, if I enter now on this move, it's not that I'll be a late entry. I could still enter this move and there'll be no problem, because price still did not break this high yet. I could still enter this move here, but at the same time, what if it just retests to keep going down lower? Because the sell potential, if price keep going for a downtrend, we looking about another 400 plus pips. All right, that's a good amount. That's a good amount. 480, almost 500 pips. That's a good amount. So, me personally, all right, there's two key areas where I would personally want to see price retest. Now, it may retest there or it may not retest there, all right? And the H1 on the naked chart from the Jackpot strategy is giving it to me nice and clean. Very nice and clean. And it's very simple. All right? There's two key areas. It's actually three, but two key areas right here that I could wait for this sit-up. And of course, as it goes, like I said, I could get in the buy for the pullback, because it seems like here on this call, from what I'm seeing in the chat, we all know that gold should be giving us a pullback. So some traders, you guys could see an opportunity for the buy. You get in the buy, make profit on the pullback, and then get in the sell, because who knows? What if it end up going a little bit further than expected and not even sell? We don't know that. Or, right? Or what you could do is you could literally sit on your hands, wait for the setup at the retest area, and I could already see my retest area. Retest area would be pulled back around price 33.67.572, and then 33.86.465. Now, there's an experience I've been doing the past, more end of last week towards, going on this week. I noticed that the daily entries give us good entries, but there's one key ingredient we were missing, is where we could have daily highs, middle, and also daily lows. So that's one thing I've been looking at here on a draft version of an updated version I'll be giving you guys here for Jackpot strategy. And it's been giving me some accurate entry lines as well, besides the key zone entry line, which is going to give us more opportunities to be more accurate on our trade. So me personally, I'm going to be sending that over to you guys, the price targets that I'm looking for to be able to get my entry. So right now, I don't have the exact line yet, because it needs to pass 12 a.m. for the lines to be accurate. And then from there, I'll definitely send it to the chats. But my retest areas that I have as of right now is going to be key zone high, just like that. Gold is buying nicely right now. 1 second here. Let me just look at it at another view. Yeah, gold is buying. See it clearly. Okay. We got a resistance zone right here, right? That we could expect potential pullback. And then we got the next resistance zone right up here. I just make it match the moving average, but it's really just that top area for real. And I'm going to make that one all red. When price reach there, it should only be selling. All right, so me right now, personally, I would love to get in a sell on gold right at the key zone high. I mean key zone low right here. Let me zoom in for you guys to see. Okay, I would love to get in a sell for gold right here. Key zone entry low. If not there, let's say stop loss trigger there, then it'll be right up there. Just like that. So W formation. Give me the entry here for a sell. Stop loss trigger. Then I'll reattempt to sell up there. But this time around, I'll take a buy off the key zone to go up there. If stop loss trigger off the sell. That's just like my perspective. That's what I would, in a perfect world, if everything were to happen smooth, no headaches, that's what would happen. But realistically, guys, in the heat of things, it's a little bit difficult. Easier said than done. So it's easier for you to sit on your hands and not have a lot going on your chart and your trade, so you could be clear focused when this opportunity is given. It may be given tonight, London session, so I may end up sending a pending order for a sell limit to the team on this one at key zone. If not, price is going to give us re-entry opportunities for the sell before New York session. So we're going to still have some good entries to head to take profit down here. So right now, my overall perspective on gold, I think we can go for a sell long term. What do you guys think about that, chat? A sell long term on gold. It'll look something just like this for the week. Alright, just put it a little bit more right here. And I'm basing this off the key zone low. So key zone low already gave us a full breakout, letting us know that, hey, we are going down for the week. As long as price stays underneath this area here, this line right here, price 37.67, we good to go for a long-term sell. And that take profit is going to be all the way down here. So we're looking about almost 500 plus pips on this move. Yeah, more than 500 pips, 600 pips. 600 pips on this move. So what does that mean? Of course, you know, it's not going to be easy to catch that whole move, right? It takes a lot of balls to swing trade to 500 to 600 pips. It takes a lot of balls. But let's just do the math. If you do on this setup, let's say you be patient enough and you just caught this one setup for the week, right? And again, that doesn't mean it's going to go like that. That doesn't mean it's going to go smooth. Just know that 0.10 here, when it gets here, equals $600. That's the math. I'm just doing the math for you guys to see if it's worth it and how much you're gonna risk. Because the next thing after you figure this out is how are you going to be able to execute and make profit on that setup, right? Now, like I said, I'm gonna do a pending order. Most likely going to do a pending order exactly at that low. That key's on low, but if I don't get it there, let's say price start going for a sell a little bit early, I'm still going to be able to catch that move. Especially, right, if price is going to be breaking daily entry from right here to go to take profit. So that means even, let's say I missed the whole move and I still have the balls enough to just get in here at the daily towards the average daily range low. That's still 300 pips. You see what I'm saying? So we want to be able to execute this properly to get the most out of the move. And that's the hard part. And this is what I, really talk about now. It's really about execution, because anyone could know where the direction of the market is going or whatever. But if you're not able to really get in the trade at the right time with the right lot size without being scared, then that's where you have something to work on. I'm also talking to myself, guys. It's not just about you guys. I'm also talking to myself. I'm preaching to myself because it's a new style of trading that we all really have to adopt in order to really go to that next level. So 0.10 here, that's 600. All right, 600. That's a lot. It's a good amount. All right. One standard. If we do a one standard, imagine just do a one standard. Leave the trade in, forget about it. You risk, let's say you risk 700, 70 pips. You risk 700, and you wait for price to actually get here. That's 6,000 profit. All right, that's the value of this move here based on the lot size. All right, and then we go up, we could do 10 standard. $60K. All right, 60K. We'll leave it at that. Because realistically, as we get better at executing, the lot size only going to increase over time. Because we're going to know how to execute, which is most important. And then, once we execute, we get the profit, build our equity, then we can increase our lot size to make bigger bags. So that's how it works. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, in a perfect world, we would want something like this. All right? In a perfect world. My expectation. Maybe wrong, right? In a perfect world. Or, what could happen is what usually happens. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down. That could happen too. You see what I'm saying? Because trading is just so unpredictable. But here's what don't change. What doesn't change is no matter how price behave, I know this week I want to look for a sell here. If I don't get the sell here, then I'm going to get it late underneath daily entry. And that's if price sell by the AM by New York session. Because if it doesn't sell by tomorrow, then it's probably going to give me a new daily entry tomorrow afternoon around 5 p.m. going into the next day around this area here. Around this area here. Most likely. All right, worst case scenario up here. But by that time, new day, we would already have at least made some sort of profit on that buy. So it's like, I have different bias, but one bias is stronger than the other, right? So that's how I'm able to not really get too attached to a trade because I'm having an open mind overall of what's gonna happen in the market. So yeah, guys, pretty much that's my personal analysis for gold right now. And the key zone that I'm looking for, the daily high, daily middle, and daily low I'm looking for is not fully valid just yet. So I can only send those coordinates when they actually stable, which is at 12 a.m. So check the group if you're still up wherever your time zone is at. Check the group to see, you know, what coordinates I'm giving because the prices that I'm giving is areas where you should be entering a trade. Whether you buying or selling, that's up to you. But the prices that I'm gonna give you guys is the price that realistically you should be entering a trade for buy or sell. Like I said, by the time you show up to the chart, it could be a buy, it could be a sell. But the price that I'm going to give you is where you should make that decision. All right, the best ones usually the daily highs and the daily lows. The middle price is iffy. I don't really like getting entries at the middles, but the daily highs, the daily lows is where you should be entering the trade once I send those coordinates to you guys. Because here we have the daily entry, but every day you have a daily low, right? There's a middle, and there's usually a daily high. So if price is not going to go up further, right? If price is not going to go up further for the rest of the day, it's going to have a daily line price, which is most likely where I'm going to be entering the sell trade. From that daily high, that's going to be the daily high entry that starts to sell. And then from there, we could probably get a re-entry opportunity when price breaks daily entry to then go down for this sell here. But overall, it's pretty clear. It's pretty clean. We could see that price is actually buying as a pullback, as it should. And yeah, we just let the thing rock. That's how it works. But to be honest, right now, I am being a little bit more patient, sitting on my hands because I really want to take advantage of that sell more than anything. So I would hate to self-sabotage myself and take unnecessary losses and not be able to fully take advantage of the sell the way I would want to. Koji said, is that the newer version? Yeah, that's the most updated version of the Jackpot strategy. Yeah, gold bullish right now, Quincy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, man. So, guys, my gold perspective for the week is pretty clear. You know, pretty clear. Like, if I want to, I could entertain the buy. I could try to buy it too up here. But I notice whenever I try to take a trade not based on the trend and based on a retracement, 9 times out of 10 my stop loss get triggered. So I'm just gonna sit on my hands and wait for this specific setup to show up. Once the coordinates show up for me as well by 12 a.m., I'm gonna send it in the group. So the coordinates is something like this. For those that don't know, it looks more something like this. So for example, these are the coordinates that I had sent for NAS, and I'm gonna review it. And this was the coordinates for gold. So here's the prices for NAS. Let's review NAS now since we're done with gold for right now. We're going to review NAS real quick. All right, half trend on the Jackpot strategy is red. All red candle, bearish. We really bearish on this overall setup, guys. So like we shouldn't be missing the real move, the real sell move when it's time. We shouldn't miss it at all. All right, let's go over NAS. Okay, there go NAS. Let me give you guys the coordinates I had, the price lines I had. All right, I'm gonna hide everything, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. we're gonna do the clear template. Divine T, send me a message, Jackpot PMG, on Telegram or Instagram, Jackpot PMG. Be careful for fake pages, and I could walk you through the process. Getting in the group, man. So, all right, right here on Nas, all right, I knew it was going to sell. I had a good feeling it was going to sell. Although the original pullback threw me off, and it made me take a loss, so I pretty much ended up breaking even on it. But I had a good feeling it was going to sell. The only thing that had messed me up is that I didn't wait for my daily high to trigger for me to have entered that trade. So here's the coordinates that I had for Nas for Monday. All right, Monday 11, 8/11. We had high of day entry was here. So that was the coordinate for Nas. So let's see where that line was, right? Because these prices I'm gonna give you guys is where you should be, and whether you buying or selling. That's what I'm saying. Like whether you buying or selling, but that line is where you should pull the trigger. Like before, we needed to know how do we execute, right? How do we pull the trigger? How do we strike? Now I'm giving you the exact location where you can do that, except when you do that, just make sure that you always use stop loss, take profit, because these points I'm giving you is where you should be entering. It's not going to work is if you do multiple entries, all right, on the areas. Because I've been thinking, like, we've been talking about changing the style of trading, right, for a long time. So having a guideline of where we should actually be entering that trade is most important. So that's price 237, 71, 57. 237, 71, 57. No, that's not the coordinate. It's a little off. It's a little off on this one. It was more so right here. All right. And then the middle entry, because I could still see it here as well. Let me pull it back. Yeah, I see it clearly. Yeah, the middle entry right here. Right before the second candle. Right here. That was the middle entry. And I was watching this all day. Clear as a day. That was the second entry for that one. Alright, and then the support for that one before it broke, it was right here. Alright. So the cool thing is we're gonna get a new price for the daily high, daily low, and daily middle. These areas, once I get those new prices, the only action I should take in the market is at those lines. So what do I mean by that? If you were to only have taken your trade mostly at these lines here, stop loss, take profit, whether you buying or selling, you have a better chance of really catching a good move compared to if you kind of like how I used to, all over the place, and it becomes a little bit more stressful, and it's hard for us to do a big lot size because it's like a big lot size multiple times would destroy our account. But we used to doing it for a smaller lot size, which definitely pays, but when we lose, it doesn't make any sense because it's hard for us to calculate the exact stop loss, take profit. You see what I'm saying? So when I say that we need to be more strategic, this is what I mean by we need to be more strategic, because if we are not strategic, it's gonna be very hard for us to scale, meaning do bigger lot size for bigger profits. It's gonna be very hard, and over time we're gonna have big wins, we're gonna have big losses as well, but it's never gonna be very, very like to the point strategic where you knew exactly how much you was gonna lose and knew exactly how much you was gonna win. Because once we get to doing this, and I get it, it's a bad habit to let go of. I'm telling you, it's hard. Like, I'm sorry, it's my fault. You feel me? And I'm still growing and I'm still learning to get out of that cycle. It's been going good. And that's why I'm giving you guys the prices to actually enter, because this is what's blowing our accounts most of the time. And yeah, it made us a lot of money too, but long term is not the best route. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you guys the price, the exact price. I'm gonna give you a daily high price in the chat. I'm gonna give you a middle price for the day, and I'm gonna give you a low price, the daily low. Your best entries is usually going to be at the daily high or the daily low. If you enter in the middle price, it's a 50-50 chance it may or may not go your way. You see what I'm saying? It's a 50-50 chance it may or may not go your way. Now, like I said, I've been practicing with this, extra confirmation with the daily highs, daily lows. And I'm currently in a sell right now. First of all, I just went all in on my funded account since I'm up like 10 bands on there. I went all in on the gold sell, made 3K. I went all in on the sell here for the NAS right now. Let me see. It should be up like maybe 800 or something. Oh, plus I'm in the gold buy as well. When it started, just practicing the zone to zone strategy. I don't know if you guys could see me, but let me see if you guys could see me. Hold on. Let me see if I could show you guys. What am I doing? I could do this right here. Let's try something different, right? I never tried this before, but let me see. It won't work. It won't work. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I got you. Let me go to OVS. Yeah, I just want to show you guys an entry real quick, because I just been practicing it, and of course, you know how on a prop firm account there's not much emotion, damn near no emotions at all. So it's easier for me to just throw the lot size in there and not worry at all. Alright, there it is. Damn, why the camera was so small the whole time? Sheesh. There you go. Much better. So let me see if you guys could see the, you know what I'm saying? Show a little profit. That's the gold entry right there. There it is. That's the gold entry. As you could see, guys, it's like I got it right at the middle of the Bollinger Band on the H4. And then I put stop loss right under. And then for take profit wherever it's going to stop. That's for the gold one. Let me show you what I did on NAS just from the zone to zone strategy. You see what I'm saying? Zone to zone strategy, nothing different. Look at these entries. Fire entry on the NAS. H4 Bollinger Band too. You see that? floating 1,000 total right now. You see? So it's like after the confirmation I got, I'm really just not studying, but more like taking more action on my funded accounts based on that, more so my live accounts. Because towards the end of the week, after gathering some more information, then I'm gonna go more heavy on my live accounts. So I would say by Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, I'm gonna go heavy on my live accounts with the exact game plan I was just telling you guys. Not just the daily entry line, but also the daily highs, daily lows. They all pretty much matter when it comes to actually being able to get that big move. So it's been going good. So make sure you just be alert in the groups. So when I send the coordinates, you could just try to enter a trade in there. Now, if you're already in the group, if I get in a signal, maybe a pending order sell, let me know, whatever. I'll send it over to you guys with no problem. But overall, you know, being able to understand how the coordinate works and seeing how the price is giving me the real daily entry lines every single day is definitely a complete game changer for sure. So yeah, I'll be sending out those prices. Now, NAS overall, I think NAS is going to go for a sell long term, at least to reach down here. If not, then it's gonna respect this zone here and then continue going up. So here's what I'm gonna do. We'll have this support zone there, just so I could see if price is gonna break it or not this week. And then we'll see how it goes. All right, Divine. Sounds good. We're gonna add our support zone right here, at least to match the previous high, which was right here. So we had a previous high right here, and then we're going to see how price is going to behave here at this area here. But overall, we know we do have a major resistance zone right up there. So that wick right here that we have is no joke. It's not to be taken lightly. Right here. It is not to be taken lightly. This is a major resistance zone right there. Major. We're going to change that color to red. And that's pretty much it for now. So now I need to see this week how price is going to break this trend line here. If price breaks this trend line, we're going all the way down here. We're going for a hell of a ride on NAS. But if it respects this trend line, the first trend line I have, we may get some more bullish momentum on that move overall. So we'll see how it all plays out. So yeah, man, that's pretty much my analysis overall on these pairs. I only trade two pairs, gold and NAS. So whenever I get my confirmations, I'm getting ready to take action. All right, I'm seeing gold is rejecting something real quick. Right? It's rejecting the cloud that it just met on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, it's rejecting that cloud right there. Oh, I'm about to close the trade that I'm in. It was going so well. But that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? If you're trading a trade and you're not trading with the trend, you're going to go through some pain. It's not going to be easy. Now, I hope gold don't leave us behind, guys. I am praying for us to get a nice pullback here. I'm going to send a pending order trade right here, guys, for a sell gold. I'm gonna send a pending order trade at the key zone for my team. Matter of fact, let me just do it right now on the call. That's where realistically I want to get in that trade. Um, so let's see how this goes. Right at the key zone, right there. I might put it a little bit lower, and then stop loss would be right above. Right here. Put it a little bit lower, just so we could have a better entry mark. That pullback on gold could probably be a re-entry up. Re-entry opportunity, that means. A re-entry up. That's funny. All right. Pending order. We're gonna do a sell limit here. Let's see how much we're gonna risk. I'm down to risk 50 pips on this setup to make. Well, I'm probably not gonna realistically hold one trade all the way down there. I just want the perfect entry up there to start. So we're gonna have multiple take profit on this one. Let's go ahead and send it. I'm feeling a little headache. Like I said, guys, I'm healing. It comes and go. This is the longest I've been sick that I know of. 2 weeks. The longest I've been. And yeah, it's not easy. For sure, it's not easy. I feel like this is like a big detox for me or something like that. For real. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready for that signal, man? Let me know if y'all ready for that signal, man. I'm about to drop it right now. That's my perspective for the week. That's what I think we're going to get. A nice, perfect entry right here. Boom. Imagine that. One standard. Hold. TP. 6K profit. 10 standard. Hold. TP. 60K profit. Oh, Lord. That would be sweet. But here's what we're going to do. We're just going to prepare. Again, don't have high hopes. It may not be that smooth. Stop loss may even trigger. It's all part of the game. Just be willing to take the risk. Be willing to take the risk. Like, I'm willing to take the risk. Like, every trade that I called, every signal that that hit stop loss for me, guys, I lose like a $250 to $1,000. Trading is not easy, but don't be surprised when I hit 4,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Don't be surprised and be like, oh my God, how did you do it? I took a risk. You know what I'm saying? You got to take a $250 to $500 risk to get 3K profit. I mean, that's just what it takes. You feel me? You trying to make 5K in a play. You got to be willing to risk a band. At least it's 1 to 5. You see what I'm saying? So we got to get like comfortable taking those risks, you know? And if you're not at that level yet to be able to take bigger trades like that, just, you know, take smaller risks. You're still going to have to risk at least $10 to $50, right? $10 to $100. You're still going to have to risk that. So let's make it count. So we're going to do a pending order here. We're going to do the entry exactly at key entries on the low on the Jackpot strategy from TradingView. So price is gonna be 3367.357. All right, I'm going to send it right now. Okay. Sell limit price 3367. Sell limit XAUSD. So at least that way, if price reach there, gives us an entry, we know we're good. If it doesn't, we know we prepared. You feel me? Because sometimes price be going without us, and it's because we weren't in it, or we're not prepared, or we didn't have a pending order. We're gonna do sell limit price. And I'm gonna put it a little bit lower, like I said, simply because sometimes price don't fully hit the key zone. Give ourselves some grace here, and I'm gonna increase the stop loss to about 5 more pips. We're really gonna risk about 50, 60 pips on this. So a standard, you risking 600 on this play. There it is. 60 pips is about right. Let me make it exactly 60. At 64 pips. So 60 pips would be right there. So one is a little bit more down. Right about there. Just like that. No. 33, 73, 60 pips. There it is right there. Yeah, 64. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, 60. Right there. This is it right here. Yeah, it's perfect. Right about perfect. Risking 60 overall on this. Alright, right there. And then we're gonna have take profit 1 here. Let's see how many pips is that. 60 pips. Take profit 1, 220, 222, 227. Take profit 2, 550. About 550. It's not bad. That's not a bad bargain, guys. It's not a bad bargain at all. Alright, so if we have that, let me go ahead and add a line for TP2, which is going to be right in the middle. So this is where we could actually get a pullback if we reach there. Right there. And then TP down there. Oh shit, what happened? It's going to come back. Alright, thank you, sir. Take profit right under the close. Right there. So we're looking about $220, $225. All the way to 550. It's not bad at all. Alright, we're gonna do pending order. Price 3366. Hopefully my daily high is around that area by the time I enter that trade. $3366. 680. All right. Stop loss is 3372.426. All right, and then we got TB1. Okay, TB1. That's 3342.420. Oh, that gold dropped fast. Well, like 60 pips drop. Retest the daily again, probably. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Alright, we got TB1 here, and then TB2 is going to be average daily range low. So that's about right here. That brown line right there. So that's TB2. 3311. 0.592. Alright, so we risking how much? We're risking 60 pips, which is not bad at all. It's great risk to ratio. Alright, for TP1 at 220 pips and TP2. It's gonna be 550 pips overall. $550 pips overall. I'm just gonna update the way I send the signal. Reward +1 if it's 2 signal. That's 20 pips. 20. One. Plus 2 pips. All right, and then reward number 2. Plus 550 pips. All right. While we're gonna enter this trade, that's where it goes in the notes. Always leave a note when I send the signals. No. Price, testing, key entry zone low from Jackpot strategy will be a great re-entry sell opportunity. It's a re-entry long-term sell opportunity. And it's published. Actually, let me add this in there as well. Copy link, and I'll send that link over to you guys so you guys see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll do that later. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I sent over the signal, and then here it is. And yeah, I could have sent a buy signal here with stop loss underneath here for you guys too, to head over there. But like I said, I don't like those trades too much. It's not with the trend. So there it is. There it is right there. So that's the trade. That's the trade. All right. And here you can find different traders posting their results. You find my signals as well. You could interact with the signals, talk, ask questions, whatever, you know. But here you could see this is the trade. This is the trade. We're doing a sell limit on gold. Here's the stop loss. You guys could see. I'll leave it up for you guys to really catch on to this. Let me know if you guys got these in the chat. Add them on your end, man, and see how it goes. Either way, you gotta take a risk this week. That's just what it is, right? This is what I tell myself when I feel scared to get in the trade or whatever, and that should never be a thing, right? Because when you really think about it, you join to make money. For you to make money, you have to enter the trade. When you enter the trade, there's a possibility that it may not go your way, that you may lose. So, I just make peace with it. I'm gonna probably lose anyway. Better just lose now than get it out the way. Do your best and lose your best. If you're gonna lose anyway, right? That's the motto. But yeah, that's trading, guys. You're gonna have to take that chance. So that's a good opportunity to take that chance on. I just gave you guys right there. All right, so that's a good opportunity. So, what do you guys think about that, chat? What do you guys think about that? And if you're scared to lose, you're gonna lose anyway. I'm sorry. It's hard, but that's what it is. That's what it is, man. If you're scared to lose, you're gonna lose regardless. So just try not to be scared. Because if you're gonna lose regardless, try not to be scared. Try not to lose. Take action. Take your best action. You know what I'm saying? Your best action. So that's the signal right there, guys. Let's see what the chat's saying. Alright, let's see what the chat got going on. What's up, chat? Alright, chat saying, let's get it. How often do you do your live sessions? Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, all the way to Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So Sunday, 8:30 for about 2 hours. Yeah, 8:30 Eastern Time for about 2 hours on Sunday. Monday, same thing. Tuesday, same thing. Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, same thing. We actually changed the time we traded just so it could be a little bit easier on us when it comes to finding the entries. And it's actually been working, no lie. It's actually been working. Can't lie about that. Yeah, so that's when I do the sessions. Appreciate it, Lewis, my guy Rejas. Me and Rejas, we got a plan for gold, man. We got a plan for gold. Something we gonna do to it before the year end, for sure. Before the year end, so I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to it. That's why I stay focused, man, on just one or two pairs, because I'm not trying to self-sabotage myself right now, man. The point of my career right now, like, there's no playing around. It has to work out. You have to win. It's just what it is. There's no ifs and buts about it. There's none. It's just that you gotta go hard. You gotta win. So for me to go hard and win and be really focused, I decided to only trade gold and Nas. Those two main pairs, and it's been working. I've been more consistent. The only thing right now that's holding back, I would say, is simply the execution part, which we've been working on. That's the hard part. Yeah, that's the hard part, execution. But once we get that on point, we're gonna be good. So for example, on this limit, I'm gonna do a one standard on my prop account and a 0.50 on my live. I don't want to stop. I want to do a limit. How do I change it? There it is. Alright, we're going to do a limit for a standard. I'm entering the trade right now, guys, live. One standard on this. Price is 33,666.80. 33,66.680. Alright. We're gonna do a stop loss of 426. And then we're gonna do the furthest take profit. See, I'm risking 57 pips on that one. It really should be 60. So they're leaving 3 pips on. I hope that don't affect us. Let me see where it would actually be. 600. I need that 600 flat. Because I don't want it to trigger and then go the right direction, you feel me? And then be like, damn, I messed up. Sheesh, man. $660. I'm gonna fix this later. Alright, take profit. We're gonna do 3. Alright, place my sell limit order, and I'm going to optimize the stop loss. Alright, there it is. I could better manage here. There it is. That's 60 pips. I'm gonna update the price for y'all. That's 60 pips right there. Cause if it's wrong, we'll just get out quick and then re-enter another opportunity. You feel me? So that's price 33.72.76. 33.72.76. I'm gonna update it. 33.72.76. 33.72.786. 7, 8. 2660. All right, I updated the stop loss on that move to make it fully 60 because TradingView wasn't giving it to me at 60. And just like that, yeah, we'll see what happens, right? All right, next trade. I'll do the top step another time, right when I'm done here. So I just entered this trade just like that. Yeah, this is a sell limit order. This is not a sell now. This is a sell limit order. It's not a sell now. Okay? So that's my plan. We'll see how that goes. For NAS, I'm going to enter the NAS in the AM. New York session time, I'm going to enter NAS. So whenever I see a good confirmation for NAS, then I'm going to really take that trade on NAS. So we got gold sell right now, sell order, signal sent. Right? We got that already locked down. And the signal is right here, sell limit. We're going to take this trade, and then once we in it, I'll update you guys. If stop loss triggered, I'll also update you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We gotta, like I said, guys, we gotta take the risk. There's no other way around it. We gotta just do it. And if we want to make money, we have to take some sort of risk. We gotta do it. So that's one of the risks for this week. I think this is an A+ setup. You know, once we get that entry, we'll be good to go. So with that being said, guys, I'm glad we had this quick session. I wish I could go a little bit longer with you guys, but I'm still not at my best. I'm not at 100 yet. You know, my head is still hurting right now, and my voice is a little bit itchy. But I'm better enough to be in front of the screen and be showing you guys exactly what's going on and how we're going to take advantage of this. So let's stay locked in. Be active in the groups. I'm going to send those prices after 12 a.m. to you guys so you guys know what to look for and where to look for. And then from there, we'll see how the rest of the day plays for us tomorrow. So I'll see you guys back here again tomorrow, same time. We're going to be on time. We're going to start exactly at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on the dot. No more being late. And we're just going to be focused and be locked in, man. So that's all for today's session. Appreciate you guys, and I'll definitely talk to you guys soon, man. Peace out. Thank you, guys.